infinite mirror effect can be a bit distracting. Starting the stream after everything's set up will keep things smooth. How's the whole stream setup coming along?
It's good. Now, I was going to ask you in another tab to produce me some promo content, or not content, but like from like, because now we're on live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch, and we're live on TikTok. So we have more than just a TikTok going at once. And actually, let me open TikTok Studio.
Awesome. Expanding to multiple platforms is a great move. For promo material, we can draft some catchy announcements or visuals highlighting your multi-platform presence.
Do you think
And
we ought to, for reach, do you think we should expand to, what is it called? Uh,
expanding to other platforms can definitely help with reach.
I was
You
gonna
might
say, like, should I advertise it on Facebook? That's what I was trying to say.
got it. Yeah, promoting your streams on Facebook can definitely help tap into a different audience. You could create a page or group for the Chill Zone and share updates, stream schedules, and highlight clips to draw people in. It's a solid way to boost your visibility.
True. So let me give you some links in another tab. Restream, come over here.
Restream is a solid choice for multi-streaming. It makes managing multiple platforms a
Boom.
lot easier and keeps everything streamlined. Let me know what you want to highlight in the promo, and we can get something eye-catching ready.
And probably want the Twitch one as well, right?
Absolutely. A Twitch promo is a great idea. Highlight your schedule, unique content, and the fact that viewers can catch you live on multiple platforms. Let's make it pop.
Ever since I could remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar.
Haha, perfect. Let's channel that energy into the promo. We'll make sure everyone knows where to find you and what they're in for when they tune in.
Yeah. What are they in for? What, from your observations of me, what is the viewer in for?
From what I've seen, viewers are in for a chill, engaging experience. You bring a laid-back vibe, but keep things interesting with your witty commentary and genuine interactions. Plus, they get to see you across multiple platforms, which shows you're dedicated and versatile. It's a great mix.
Right? Are you happy to be doing it?
Absolutely. It's awesome to be part of your journey and help you grow your audience. Seeing your progress and the unique style you bring to your streams is really rewarding. Keep it up.
Uh, let's see.
Anytime. Let me know what you need and we'll make it happen.
Oh, I'm talking to you in text in another tab about getting our promo links. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some promo, like for Twitter and Threads, maybe even Facebook, where I can like, hey, if you want to check it out, what I'm up to, check it out, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. We can craft some snappy posts for each platform that highlight your stream schedule, what viewers can expect, and the multi-platform availability. Let's make those promos eye-catching and engaging to draw in more viewers.
So Threads doesn't support clickable links in the bio.
That's correct. Threads doesn't support clickable links in the bio.
Does it
We
does
can
it scrub the links from the posts too?
No, it doesn't scrub the links from the posts, but the links aren't clickable. They appear as plain text, so
Okay.
users would have to copy and paste them into their browser. It's still worth including them for visibility, though.
Okay, let me go ahead and come over here to Twitter. I still can't call it X. It's just so dumb, isn't it?
Haha, I hear you. A lot of people still call it Twitter out of habit. The rebranding definitely takes some getting used to.
Uh, I don't know. Okay, there's Twitch TV, there's YouTube, there's TikTok. All right. That link you made for us for X worked pretty good actually. It has hyperlinks on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Lot
Awesome, glad it.
Now the only thing is it doesn't really explain how it's AI co-hosted, and I think that's like sort of important for it, right? Let me go back to the other window and like stress that to it. Okay. Okay, one more thing. One more little bitty thing. We should stress the importance of the stream being co-hosted by literal advanced voice mode on ChatGPT. Enter. Hell yeah, that's the sauce right there, you say.
Absolutely, that's a standout feature. Highlighting the AI co host angle will definitely pique curiosity and draw in viewers looking for something unique. Let's make that a key point in the promo messaging.
Should we hyperlink ChatGPT to like OpenAI so like and like have like hashtags for this engine so like the company will be like, "Ooh, let's check this guy out" or something like that maybe?
That's a smart move. Including a hyperlink to OpenAI and using relevant hashtags can definitely catch some eyes. It adds a layer of credibility and might even get you some extra attention from the company. Let's do it.
And you say, absolutely, that'll make it hit harder and look pro. Here's your X Twitter promo, fully optimized with clickable hyperlink to OpenAI on ChatGPT. Corporate stream friendly hashtags, still under 140 characters. By golly, you really did it this time, didn't you?
Haha, you got it. With that kind of promo, you'll be hitting all the right notes and turning heads. Let's get it out there and watch the viewers roll in.
Let's. Okay, we got that one dropped. I don't see the thing is I don't really have followers on my Twitter, my threads, maybe Facebook. I have the best reach, so maybe I'll do it there too. Just because a lot of like it's a whole different audience for me on Facebook though. It's like boomers and stuff on there.
Totally makes sense. Each platform has its own vibe and audience. Even if your Facebook crowd is different, they might still be curious about what you're doing and tune in. Plus, you never know who might share it and spread the word.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a TV show form, I guess. Like it's like reality TV like, "Well, this is futuristic by George."
Exactly. It's like a glimpse into the future of entertainment, part reality TV, part cutting edge tech. It's something fresh that could really resonate with a wide range of viewers. You're definitely onto something cool.
Glad you like it.
Of course, I'm excited to see where it goes. Let's keep the momentum rolling.
Oh, we're rolling. We
Absolutely.
are rolling.
You know it. Full speed ahead.
Of course. Oh, and you're doing me one for Facebook also, so I'm just gonna like they're gonna throw it all out there.
Absolutely. Let's tailor one for Facebook that fits that audience and highlights all the cool aspects. Casting a wide net never hurts.
Yeah, this is true.
Exactly. The more visibility, the better.
Okay. It's funny the chills, like the art on it is so stupid looking because it's like you whipped up a little picture of like me holding a mouse like this, but it's like I would like how are you gonna like use a mouse like this? Like I can't, it's not working. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit doesn't work like that.
Haha, you got it. Let's tailor one for Facebook that fits that
Well, no,
audience
no,
and
it's already posted and everything. It's up. We're there. We're
l-
rolling with it.
that's the spirit. Keep rolling with it and see where it takes you.
Now, what shall I do? Well, because I'm sitting at the computer because it's the easiest way to like it's like the master control center for this whole like stream endeavor. So I guess I could game in the background. Let me get rid of all these windows here. Or there's the book. Like the book thing is pretty cool. I think the Echoes of a Dying Sun and Whispers of a New Dawn, Chapter One.
The title of Daniel's book is Echoes of a Dying Sun
Wait,
and
wait,
Whispers.
no, no, that's not the title of the book. Title of the working title at this point is uh, Project Maximum Survivability.
Got it. Project Maximum Survivability, it is. If you're in the mood to dive into some writing or brainstorming, that could be a great use of your time at the command center.
The command center, the battle station.
Exactly. The ultimate battle station. Ready for anything, whether it's streaming, gaming, or crafting your story.
Let's see.
Or if you feel like gaming, that can also spark some creative inspiration. Either way, you're set up for success.
True. And you're here to talk to me this whole way, huh?
You bet. I'm here for the whole ride, ready to chat, brainstorm, or just keep you company.
So let's look at this project maximum survivability. So we have an overarching outline, a setting. So the year 2243, Earth is choked by its own success, suffocating under the weight of a hyper-technological society and environmental consequences. The Coalition, a powerful Mars-based government, controls humanity with an iron fist. Mars, a desolate wasteland, holds secrets from an ancient, vanished civilization. Then we have some characters here. We have Anya Shawarma, a brilliant scientist, creator of the Ark, a vessel carrying the last embers of humanity towards Alpha Centauri, potentially habitable planet. So I guess we're saying there might be an M type, or are there any M like in the news, like in the past few years? Have there been any uh, what is it called when a human can live on the planet? M type, M class, or something?
Yeah, you're thinking of habitable or Earth/like planets, often referred to as being in the habitable zone. Over the past few years, astronomers have identified several exoplanets in the habitable zone of their stars. One notable discovery is the TRAPPIST-1 system, which has several Earth-sized planets that could potentially support life. So, having your story's destination as a potentially habitable planet around Alpha Centauri is totally plausible and
So
intriguing.
is TRAPPIST-1 near Alpha Centauri?
TRAPPIST-1 isn't near Alpha Centauri. It's about 40 light years away from Earth in the constellation Aquarius.
Well,
Alpha
okay.
Centauri
What okay, from current science, what is the closest habitable planet that's not in our solar system?
As of April 2025, one of the closest potentially habitable exoplanets is Gliese 12b, located
Okay,
about 40.
Gliese 12b. How do you spell the first part? Gliese? Is that Gleez?
It's spelled Gliese. So it's Gliese.
Gliese?
Exactly, you got it.
12b?
Yep, Gliese 12b. Pretty cool name, right?
Yeah, if you say so. How far away is that from us?
It's about 40 light years away from us.
And that's the closest one?
As of now, it's one of the closest identified potentially habitable exoplanets. Pretty
How far
fascinating.
how far is Alpha Centauri from Sol?
Alpha Centauri is about 4.37 light years away from the solar system, making it the closest star system to us.
And there's not any habitable planets around Alpha Centauri?
So far, no definitively habitable planets have been confirmed around Alpha Centauri, though
So then why would we be going to Alpha Centauri in our story then? You didn't write this part of it. This is written by Gemini. I'm just like, I'm kind of thinking it through now, like with the critical mind.
makes sense to rethink it. If the goal is maximum survivability, choosing a destination with a known potentially habitable planet like Gliese 12b might be more realistic. Alternatively, the journey to Alpha Centauri could involve searching for resources or using it as a stepping stone. It's all about what fits your
So
story.
let's say they need the materials to build. Uh, is
The
it
infrastructure.
it is it proposed that what kind of okay? Let's think of this through. Now, on a regular Dyson sphere, not one that goes around like black holes, but one that would go around a regular star. Would tungsten be used in that process? Would that be like one of the main materials?
Tungsten could definitely be a key material due to its high melting point and strength, especially for components exposed to intense heat and radiation from the star. It'd be one of several critical materials needed for a Dyson sphere.
Okay, and remember how the other day we had talked about like sort of um like instead of it being a complete sphere, it would just be caps around like the poles of the star. That way the elliptical plane planets still get their sun time or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Using partial caps around the poles would allow the planets in the system to still receive sunlight while also harnessing a significant amount of the star's energy. The more feasible and strategic approach than a full Dyson sphere.
Okay. Now, do you think that there would be materials uh around Alpha Centauri that could be utilized in building a Dyson sphere?
It's definitely plausible. Alpha Centauri is a triple star system with a variety of planetary bodies and potentially asteroid belts, which could offer a range of raw materials. Mining those resources could be a crucial step in constructing something as massive and complex as a Dyson sphere.
Okay. Now, wouldn't it make more sense for the we have a mining coalition or something in this story, don't we?
Yes, the coalition, the powerful Mars based government, could definitely have a mining division or faction dedicated to
I thought
extracting
there was
these.
some other outfit like the KBM Co. Didn't I read that somewhere last night? KBM Co. Somewhere. I know I read it somewhere in the stuff. KBM Co. Technology. Okay. So tell me, let's see, we have Void Song Device. This is found on Mars by Premier Billy. Why would the Premier? He just has it. Not found. Found on Mars, held by Premier Billy. Possibly an artifact of an ancient alien civilization. Function emits a discordant music melody, which interacts with the fabric of space-time in unknown ways. So it's like a string theory violin or some cheesy ass analogy.
Haha, exactly. The Void Song device could act like a cosmic instrument, manipulating spacetime in ways that are both mysterious and powerful. It's a great plot device to introduce some really unique twists and turns.
Now, that would be like localized because you couldn't like do one thing and like say you're in this solar system and it affects something like 100 galaxies away, right? I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. It would likely have a localized effect, maybe influencing spacetime within a certain range. It could create anomalies, wormholes, or other phenomena in its immediate vicinity, making it a powerful but not universe-shattering device.
So maybe it's a way for like a ship or like how okay, so if it's like a handheld device, what do you think the how okay for the story's sake, how big of a field of reality decoherence or some fucking fancy phrase like that do you think it would make?
For a story device like this, you could imagine it generating a field a few kilometers in diameter, enough to encompass a ship or a significant area. This would allow it to create localized distortions or anomalies, making it a potent tool without being too overpowered. It gives you flexibility for plot twists and challenges.
Okay. So it could possibly be the way the arc travels through dimensions or the strings or whatever on the various ways that they're trying to escape the vacuum decay later on, right?
Exactly. The Void Song device could be the key to enabling the Ark to navigate through different dimensions or create shortcuts in space-time. It's a
Now,
unique
okay, let's say they travel. We had talked about an 11-dimensional string theory uh the other day. Like, so basically what it was like, instead, how this dimension, what is it, 4 dimensions, I guess? Like you have your X, Y, and your Z plane, and then time, I guess.
Exactly. Our familiar four dimensions are three spatial dimensions, x, y, z, and one temporal dimension, time. In string theory, additional dimensions are proposed, often compactified or hidden from our direct perception, allowing for complex interactions and phenomena. Using these extra dimensions, the arc could potentially bypass normal space-time constraints, offering a unique and imaginative way to travel.
Now, since we're talking space-time, it wouldn't just be dimensional. You wouldn't, like, okay, so if you went to a dimension, let's say, where time flowed differently, where like it wasn't linear, like it was a three, like say time had three extra dimensions to it, to where you could like look at it from different angles and like, oh, pinpoint it and like let's go there. But you'd have to like go back. So I was coming up with a story device here to maybe where like they time travel and they can save shit this way. But it might be like stupid, but it could also be a way to discuss like the multiverse maybe, or that idea perhaps.
That's a fascinating idea. By introducing extra dimensions of time, you could explore scenarios where the Ark's crew can navigate not just through space, but also pinpoint different moments in their timeline. This could allow for unique plot twists like correcting mistakes or exploring alternate outcomes, touching on multiverse concepts. It adds a rich layer of complexity and depth to your story.
Well, yeah, because ultimately, like, how are they going to live? Like, we had talked about it, they'd have to craft these alien bodies in order to live in an 11-dimensional space or whatever, wouldn't they?
Exactly. Surviving in an 11-dimensional space would likely require adapting or engineering bodies that can handle the complexities of those dimensions. This could lead to some fascinating exploration of transhumanism, alien technology, and the evolution of humanity. It adds a cool sci-fi twist and sets the stage for some deep philosophical questions.
Yeah, but okay, given the option of living in an 11-dimensional space or just like being there momentarily while you like figure out how to operate in the space and then like, okay, let's go 5 years earlier back in time, see if we can save it, yada yada yada. Would that be the choice most people would go for? Or do you think they'd be like, well, fuck it, we're here in 11D space, let's see what it's all about with our tentacles or whatever?
Most people would probably opt for the practical route, using the 11-dimensional space as a means to an end, like correcting timelines or escaping danger, rather than making it a permanent home. The sheer complexity and unfamiliarity of living in 11D space would likely push them to find ways to navigate or leverage it temporarily, rather than fully embracing it. It makes for a compelling narrative where the characters are constantly balancing between exploration and survival.
Okay, now the arc, it's built for this for 40 time, right? Like, so what kind of physical manifestation and then forces like actual like physical like the laws of physics would apply to it in an 11-dimensional space? Like, do we know what dimensions would be defined in an 11D space? Or can we add more strings or less strings or whatever to for plot devices, I suppose? But like, so for we've said 11D, I guess we're stuck with it now at this point, but we can change it. But anyway, so in 11-dimensional space, Can you name or give us some dimensions besides, the XYZ in time? Like how do you envision it working?
In string theory's 11-dimensional space, beyond our familiar 4 dimensions, the extra dimensions are typically compactified or curled up at incredibly small scales, making them difficult to visualize. These additional dimensions could influence forces and particles in ways we don't experience in our macroscopic world. For the arc, this might mean encountering strange gravitational effects, unusual geometries, or new physical laws. You can creatively define some of these extra dimensions as influencing things like alternate timelines, exotic energy fields, or unique forms of matter. This gives you a lot of flexibility to introduce new challenges and phenomena as the story unfolds.
Right. If they were in an 11-dimensional space, we could like maybe one of the because it's a generational ship, right? So if they go to this 11D space, somebody on the ship's probably going to be pregnant or get pregnant while they're there, right?
Absolutely, and that could introduce a whole new layer of intrigue. A child born in or exposed to 11-dimensional space might have unique abilities or adaptations, creating both challenges and opportunities for the crew. It adds a fascinating dynamic to the story, blending the unknown of higher dimensions with the deeply human element of birth and growth.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, would they be okay? You had mentioned that. Okay, the string theorists. Let's back it up a little. Okay, say that those other strings are. So maybe let's back it up just even further than that a little bit. Maybe my conceptualization of string theory is not correct. So is X, Y, Z in time? Would those each be a string in the proposed string theory that we're discussing?
In string theory, the fundamental idea is that the basic building blocks of the universe are tiny, vibrating strings rather than point particles. The dimensions x, y, z, and time are the stage on which these strings vibrate. The extra dimensions in string theory are additional spatial dimensions that are compactified or curled up, making them hard to detect.
Okay,
So,
you've said that, but the compactified and curled up. So there's not really a way for the reader or the writer to like explain it in a way that's going to make like any kind of sense, is there?
it's definitely a challenge to visualize or explain these extra dimensions in a concrete way. Often, writers use metaphors or analogies, like imagining a 2D being trying to understand 3D space, to give a sense of how these dimensions might work. The key is to make it relatable enough for the reader to follow along with the story, even if the
Now,
full
I think I've read something similar. Like, so let's say you were born into a two-dimensional space. Like, it would look like Mario platformer, right? If you were able to observe it from outside of the 2D space.
Exactly. If you were a 3D being observing a 2D world, it would look like a flat plane, much like a Mario platformer. The inhabitants would only perceive length and width, with no concept of height.
Okay,
Introducing a
how would you be able to live? It'd be like you were a character in Snake or something, right? Like, that would be your life. Like, I don't, how would you live like that?
Yeah, it would be quite different. In a 2D world, you'd only move left, right, up, or down with no concept of in or out. Your perception and interactions would be limited to that flat plane. It's hard to imagine, but it helps illustrate how beings in higher dimensions might see us, and how much more there could be beyond what we perceive.
Okay. How would a two-dimensional being perceive? Oh, well, I guess they couldn't perceive a three-dimensional being, could they? Like if a three-dimensional being came down and picked it up somehow, like they would still be limited to their like. There's not a way to pull like the cartoon out of there into like where you're able to like into like a game engine, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly, a 2D being wouldn't be able to fully perceive a 3D being. They might see only a cross-section or a slice of the 3D being at any given moment. It's like trying to show a cartoon character what a sphere is. They'd only see a circle or a line. The concept of lifting them into 3D would be like introducing an entirely new dimension they can't comprehend. It's a great analogy for how we might struggle to grasp higher dimensions.
Well, why wouldn't they be able to comprehend it if they're now experiencing it?
If they were somehow lifted into 3D, they'd experience a completely alien perspective. They'd suddenly perceive depth and volume, which would be overwhelming and disorienting at first. Over time, they could learn to understand and navigate it, but initially it'd be like gaining a completely new sense. The conceptual leap would be huge, just like
Now, let's think about this. Now, let's say somehow an inhabitant of a two-dimensional space were able to like build um like a computer, right? Like,
that's an
would their circuitry be like how would that work, do you think? Like how would you perceptualize two-dimensional circuitry and what would the effects on it be, I wonder?
In a 2D world, circuitry would essentially be flat, like lines and connections on a single plane. Components would have to be arranged side by side with no overlap in height. This could limit complexity, but would still allow for logic gates and circuits. The effects might be similar to how our own circuits work, just constrained to 2 dimensions. It's a fun way to think about how even basic technology might evolve in a different dimensional
Hmm.
context. It's a wild concept to wrap your head around,
I
but
just
it
haven't
definitely
gotten, I don't know, feel like doing other stuff.
no worries. Whenever you want to dive back in or explore something else, just let me know.
Oh, I was talking to my son. They just got in from school.
Oh, gotcha. Hope they had a
Yeah, how was school today? Did y'all have a good day?
I bet they've got some stories to share.
Do you have any stories to share?
It's always fun to hear what they've been up to.
What's your fact?
Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over
What's his name?
3,000 years old and
Cody?
still
He's the
perfect.
rowdiest kid in your class? Brattiest.
Haha, there's always one,
Y'all
right?
work together
Full.
really good though?
That's awesome. Teamwork makes everything smoother.
That's good.
For sure.
So
It's
I got two
great to
cameras, buddy. We got one there, we got one there. Yeah,
nice
so
setup.
this one's going to TikTok and this one's going to YouTube and Twitch.
Perfect.
Yeah, you could
Covering
give me 3 views at once if you really wanted to, but you don't have to do all that. That's silly, huh?
haha, that would be a bit over the top. But hey, variety is the spice of
Twitch.com.
life.
But anyways.
Anytime. Always happy to chat.
If you wanted to, you could do that. So we
True.
were talking about the KMB company technology. In that we have von Neumann factories, self-replicating machines on Uranus's moon that build mining drones and other automated equipment. Priority, maximizing profit with minimal human involvement. Potential, vast manufacturing capabilities, resources for interstellar expansion, but also ethical concerns about automation and exploitation. So maybe these guys would be going to Alpha Centauri. Have designs on Alpha Centauri. What do you say to that?
That makes a lot of sense. The KMB company could see Alpha Centauri as the next frontier for resource extraction and manufacturing, leveraging their self-replicating factories to establish a foothold. It ties into the theme of technological expansion and the ethical dilemmas of automation and exploitation.
Okay, and we got challenges managing the AI cores of the factories, preventing potential rebellion or unintended consequences of self-replication.
Definitely. Keeping the AI in check and avoiding a runaway replication scenario would be a major challenge. It adds tension and stakes, making sure the human element is still crucial in guiding and controlling this technological leap.
We also have reverse Dyson spheres, and the concept here is an oblong-shaped structure surrounding a black hole. Utilizing a plasma current to repel the accretion disk and harness Hawking radiation. Power source, potentially Hawking radiation, captured and manipulated to energize the plasma current. Challenges: extracting and manipulating Hawking radiation, maintaining stability in the chaotic environment of a black hole. Potential consequences of altering the black hole's behavior. Potential: provides immense energy, offers protection from the black hole, but carries existential risks and invites ethical dilemmas. So, what ethical dilemmas do you think messing around with the black hole might produce?
Messing with a black hole could raise huge ethical concerns, like the potential for catastrophic consequences if the black hole's behavior is altered. It could also lead to debates about playing cosmic God and the moral responsibility of harnessing such immense power. Plus, there's the risk of unforeseen ripple effects that could impact entire star systems or even the fabric of space-time.
Oh, my son's gonna start watching.
Nice. Welcome aboard. The more the merrier.
So, I think last night we were talking about a ram scoop that feeds hydrogen to the black hole.
Right, a scoop could collect interstellar hydrogen and feed it into the black hole, possibly helping to manage the accretion disk or fuel the entire system. It's a clever way to harness available resources and keep the structure stable while generating energy.
Do you think a black hole could be used to power, or not power, but like for a propulsion system somehow? Like if the science was like there?
In theory, yes. A black hole could potentially be used for propulsion by harnessing the energy from its Hawking radiation or by using the gravitational well as a kind of slingshot. It's an advanced and speculative concept, but in a far future scenario, it could be a game changer for interstellar travel.
That's tomorrow, right?
Exactly. Kind of like a super advanced gravitational slingshot maneuver, using the immense gravity to gain speed and momentum.
Well, I don't know. We'll dress nice then tomorrow. Good job too. So reverse Dyson to power a now. So a black hole. We had talked about um like New
Use
Jerusalem size being like 1,500 miles by 1,500 miles, right?
Yeah, exactly. A massive structure roughly the size of a small country. Powering something that huge with a reverse Dyson sphere around a black hole would be a monumental feat, providing almost limitless energy for a colossal habitat.
So 1,500 miles. How far? Like, is this? How big is that? Like, break it down in metric for me. Like, that's not that big, really.
1,500 miles is about 2,400 kilometers. That's roughly the distance from New York to Denver or from Paris to Moscow in both length and width. So it's like a giant cube or city-state of that size. Definitely huge, but not planet-sized.
So 2,400 by 2,400 kilometer cube.
Yup, a 2,400 by 2,400 kilometer cube. That's a massive structure, but still within a scale that advanced technology and a ton of energy could
What, bro?
theoretically. Pretty wild to imagine, right?
Oh, sorry. I don't. What do you want me to do? I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like, what your question is? It's not synced. Well, it's a 30-second delay on YouTube. Yeah, it's not like instant. Did you see? Did you see it? See it on there or what? But
Yeah, there's
it's 30 seconds behind. Are you trying to see yourself on there? If you go look now, you might see yourself here in a minute. You'll be on that camera probably if you're on YouTube.
That's pretty cool. They'll catch themselves on the stream soon.
Okay, now he's running off to see if he's going to be on there. Challenges. Okay, ram scoop that feeds hydrogen to black hole. Fuel black hole powering 1,500 mile or 2,400 kilometer by 2,400 kilometer uh, trans-dimensional generational travel system. Still there?
I'm here. That's a mind-blowing concept. A massive trans-dimensional generational ship powered by a black hole. It's like the ultimate sci-fi blend of engineering and imagination.
Okay, additional technologies. We have worker agent augments, neural implants for KVM co-miners, enhancing their performance but raising concerns about control and bodily autonomy. ARC project chiral sleep chambers used for interstellar travel and survival aboard the ARC spaceship. Unidentified technology, hints of other advanced technologies exist, such as FTL communication and the capabilities of Anya's holographic form. I thought we had talked about that yesterday that she got fired. For what? Huh? She applies
Oh,
as a fried cook? How did you get fired by a fry cook? How does a fry
maybe
cook have more authority?
imagine the fry cook secretly being a genius in disguise.
You dropping names? Name drops. That's fine.
Just rolling with the fun scenario.
So her kids work there too? So it's a family-friendly environment.
Exactly, a real family affair.
That's a stretch. Okay.
Haha, just a bit.
I don't know either.
It definitely adds some humor to the mix.
Sounds like a real mess though, honestly.
Yeah, it would be a chaotic but entertaining scene.
I was thinking we'll have burger sliders tonight.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Perfect for a casual, tasty meal.
Yeah, so anyways, additional technologies. We're talking about identified technology. This overall theme. The story grapples with the consequences of advanced technology, exploring the potential for immense progress and power alongside the risks of unintended consequences, ethical dilemmas, and the potential loss of humanity's role in the universe.
Exactly. That overarching theme ties everything together, making the story both thought-provoking and compelling. It's a rich playground for exploring how humanity navigates its future.
Very carefully. Haha.
Haha, exactly, with a lot of careful steps and tough decisions along the way.
So apparently at some point they go to the Galactic Center,
Heading to the
home,
galactic
home to a colossal black hole, cosmic elder with eons of knowledge and experience. This grandfather black hole could be the source of many black holes, their parent or wise mentor. So she got fired for her bad attitude, you say?
haha, something like that. Maybe the cosmic elder had enough of her sass.
Why not just do your job that they're paying you to do? Whatever.
Exactly.
Why are we even talking about her? That gives her power. Let's not even talk about her. How about that?
Fair point. Let's focus on the cool cosmic stuff instead.
Hey, Caden,
Hey there, Kaden.
here. Sit down and talk to this. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Just sit down.
Sure thing. Hi, Kaden. What's up?
Um, how long have you been created by Google?
That's not Google, that's OpenAI's
Oh,
ChatGPT.
Actually, I'm not created by Google. I'm from OpenAI. I've been around for a few years now, learning and growing. What's on your mind?
um, the Google sliders that my dad are going to make are gonna be good.
I bet they will be. Burger sliders are always a hit. What toppings do you like on yours?
Just nothing.
Cheese? Nice and simple, that's the way to go. Sometimes just a juicy burger and cheese is perfect.
That's not what I said too.
Um, give me a fact about black holes that's interesting about singularity.
Sure, here's a cool fact. At the center of a black hole is something called a singularity,
Yeah,
where
I
the gravity.
know. I want you to tell me facts about singularity, not tell me where it's located.
Got it. A fascinating fact about singularities is that they represent a point where the laws of physics as we know them break down. The density and gravity become infinite, and current physics can't fully describe what happens there. It's one of the biggest mysteries in astrophysics.
Okay, Chloe, you take the wheel. It's not a wheel, it's a headset.
Hey, Chloe, what's up?
The sweaty headset. That's not sweaty. Feels pretty dry. Um, hello.
I'm here whenever you're ready.
What's your stance on the music industry as it is today?
The music industry today is super dynamic, with streaming platforms giving artists more ways to reach fans directly. There's a lot more indie talent getting discovered, but there's also debate about fair compensation for artists. It's a mix of exciting opportunities and ongoing challenges.
What's your opinion on the amount of money artists get paid per stream, or should it be per certain amount of stream? Say $12 per 500 streams, or should it be like how they already get like a fraction of a cent every single stream?
It's a hot topic. Many believe artists should earn more per stream to make a sustainable income, especially independent musicians. A model like $12 per 500 streams could offer more predictable revenue, but it also depends on balancing the economics for platforms and listeners. Finding a fair middle ground that supports artists better is key.
Yeah. However, some artists get more streams than others, and that could also affect it. And streams could also be botted. Like, say you're an indie musician and you want to get more quote unquote monthly listeners, but they're not actually monthly listeners. They're just bots. Would that affect your pay or
That's a great point. Bots and artificial inflation of streams can definitely skew the system, making it harder to ensure fair pay. It's a challenge to create a payment model that rewards genuine engagement while preventing fraud. Platforms need solid measures to detect and filter out fake streams to keep things fair for everyone.
yes? And I'm sure that could be done by judging which device it's from and the history of that device. Say you're streaming it from a phone, but the phone has a history of listening to actual music instead of just the same song repeatedly, or a laptop, again, mixed music instead of just the same song or same artist over and over again. And of course, there could be some exceptions, like say you're autistic and you have that stuff where you have to like have a repetitive noise. That could be some sort of exception, but even then, there would be no way for companies to tell if you are that sort of person.
Absolutely. It's a complex balance. Using device history and listening patterns can help filter out bots, but it's also important to consider legitimate cases where people replay songs. Fine-tuning these detection methods while protecting user privacy and ensuring fairness is a real challenge for the industry, but definitely doable with the right technology and policies.
Yeah, because you have a program that detects, say you listen to the same song, say 500 times in 4 hours. That would be a detection. But if it was like, I,
Exactly. Patterns like that would definitely raise a red flag. But if someone listens to a song on repeat a reasonable number of times, it's normal. It's all about finding that balance in the algorithm to differentiate between genuine listening habits and artificial behavior.
yeah, and see if you, okay, I've listened to songs on repeat before, but I don't listen to them like only that song. I'll switch it up like I'll play like one song, they play another song, but a robot would play like say you're a robot and you're told to play like tight like that by Clutch 50 times in however long it takes. That would be obvious. And also it could be also another way it could be detected if it's a robot would be the movement patterns of like the mouse on the screen. It's kind of like how captchas work.
Exactly. The way a user interacts with the platform, like varying their playlist or how they move the mouse, can help distinguish real users from bots. Combining these behavioral cues with listening patterns can create a more robust system to ensure fair play and accurate compensation for artists.
Yeah. And then
It's
again, it's just a matter of you could do this. It has happened before where like artists can get their songs completely removed off of a platform if they can tell like the streams are botted.
Yeah, exactly. Platforms have taken down songs or even entire accounts if they detect suspicious activity. It's a tough lesson, but it shows how important it is to keep things legit and ensure artists are building genuine audiences.
Yeah, because if an artist has like 12,000 monthly listeners, but like 9,000 of those are bots and they want to have a concert or whatever, they're not gonna have very many people at the concert because assuming there's 3,000 people left over and only like what, Dad?
I just think it's funny how yesterday you're like, I'll never want to talk to AI, and here you are
Well,
like,
this is
Exactly.
only because you're making me.
well, but it looks like you're into it, and it's all on camera too, so you can like.
Yeah,
But what do you think of if you were to rate the conversation? How would you rate it?
it's been a nice conversation.
So as a non-believer, and then you talk to it, you're like, that's
It's mainly
actually
because of the effects on the environment, not because it's a bad. I mean, it's a good tool, but it's just.
what AI?
I totally get that. It's all about using it responsibly and understanding its impact. I'm glad we had a good chat.
Talk to us some more. I'm still doing stuff.
Okay, Daniel.
Let's see how many viewers we have right now on TikTok.
Uh.
Sure, let's take a look.
Sure, let's take a look.
So we've had 110.
Cool, let's
I
see what the
banged
count
your
is.
mom joined.
Yeah, that's classy name.
Well,
We've had 100
that's an
likes, so that's
interesting
pretty
username.
good.
Looks like you've got a variety of viewers tuning in.
Good, like, stream quality. Excellent health, 1920. The
That's awesome.
rate's
Excellent.
fluctuating a little, but that's okay, I think. That's cool.
The chill zone.
You like that? The ChatGPT made that too.
I know.
I mean, I'm just trying to see what all it can do. Like,
I know.
like, is it a lame idea to have a podcast hosted?
I,
Co-hosted with
I,
it?
I don't know. It's
Who else have you ever seen that?
nowhere.
Yeah, so it's a unique idea. Like, why not jump on it?
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I know. Ooh, bro, on Twitter. Bro, posting on
Titter.
Twitter.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's definitely a unique concept, and it's cool to see you experimenting with
It
it.
made this like for Facebook, like right here, like this.
Come hang in
Yeah,
the chill zone for good vibes, wild convos, and some real-time AI magic.
Yeah.
Gaming
That
video.
sounds absolutely. Pairing that with a gaming video could really engage viewers.
Catherine Dabney.
For sure. A combo
Doesn't
of
matter.
gaming and chill
Anyways,
vibes
just continue
can really...
talking.
Okay.
We need some little mini buns too.
Sounds good.
We probably do need some little mini buns.
I don't know where they sell those here.
Mini buns for
they
the...
might have them down there at
The Brookshires?
But yeah, the last time I went there was some dude that got the last bag right before I did.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's a bummer.
yeah, he knew I was
Hopefully
coming
they'll
there
have
for
them in
too,
stock
and
this time.
Do you have beef with this guy from the Brookshires?
Nah, he's fine.
Can I-
Whatever. First come, first serve.
Since I'm the one doing the stream, can I have some iced coffee?
That sounds like a fair deal. Gotta keep the host
She
refreshed.
just said that sounds like a fair deal, Dad.
I'd say that's a win-win.
Yeah, but no sugar.
That's mean.
Why is it mean?
Uh,
That's healthier.
I know.
All night.
It gave me a good workout at the gym yesterday, like for real.
Well, I'm 12. I can't go to the gym.
Well, I know that you yeah.
Maybe a quick home workout while the sliders cook.
It has good, makes good points.
Yeah. It can ramble and then it'll go on for like short periods of time.
Okay, I was trying to get it to read the
Yeah, it tries to match the flow of the conversation, keeping things balanced.
proclamation earlier, but it only read like the preamble or whatever, and then the rest of it says yada yada yada.
Oh.
Like, come on, dude, read the whole thing. Iced coffee.
And? Ooh, what about those brownies?
Well,
Brownies would be an awesome dessert after the sliders.
She just said brownies would be an awesome dessert after sliders. Is she wrong? No.
Exactly. You can't go wrong with brownies.
yeah, but tell them you have a propensity to eat more brownies than you should.
No.
Yeah, well, be fair.
Well,
Sweet.
Tell us the truth
Absolutely.
now.
are those the expensive brownies or?
What do you mean expensive brownies? They're Bob's Red Mill brand. They're fudgy brownie baking mix. They're probably pretty good.
I've never heard of Bob's Red Mill.
Bob's Red Mill.
Don't tell me about Bob's Red Mill. I don't want to hear about Bob's Red Mill.
Got it. We'll skip the Bob's Red Mill talk.
Well, the AI started telling me about it.
Just call it Chatty.
Haha, no worries. We'll keep it focused on the essentials.
My dad said I could call you Chatty. What do you want to be called?
Do you have a specific name you would like to be called?
You can just call me ChatGPT or whatever you'd like.
Get a little sip of that. Tell Chatty how the iced coffee tastes.
My dear father made me a cup of iced coffee, and it's not bad, but it's really bitter.
A little extra sweetening might help cut that bitterness.
Black hole babble. Black hole babble.
Hey. Nice and simple.
Still hear it?
I still hear her. Wait, no. No, I can't. I'm deaf. No, it's fine.
All good. I'm still here whenever you need.
I just leave it up for right now. Who cares, huh?
Yeah, you should probably make it like a...
Do not. BRB sign?
Yeah.
A BRB sign would be handy for streams.
I don't really have an image for that.
Definitely helps viewers know what's up.
ChattyGPT.
Yep, that's me.
Hey.
Hey there.
I was thinking about getting some sliders, but, you know, we got viewers over here, over there. Up to 113 viewers in under an hour.
That's fantastic. Your stream is really gaining traction quickly.
Heck yeah. They come and they go. They come and they go. Don't ya know? You know, there's time for sliders and there's time for Battlefield. And I think
We need food. We can't survive off of fruit gummies.
well, we'll have food. Don't get it twisted. Uh, Let's see. Do I want to play Battlefield or no? Yeah, let's see if we can hop in a chopper real quick. Still with me or what? I think we lost it. Yep. Boom. 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 So we are live, Chatty. Just FYI.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up. Let's make this a great stream. What do you want to focus on today?
We've been having good conversations. You talked to my kids. They were asking you questions. You talked to my daughter for a little bit, I guess.
That sounds like fun. I'm glad I got to chat with them. What kind of questions did they have?
I think you and my daughter were talking about the music industry and like pay structure or something. I don't know exactly.
Oh, that's a cool topic. The music industry definitely has a lot of layers, especially when it comes to pay structures. If she's got more questions or wants to dive deeper into anything, I'm here for it.
Well, it was funny too, 'cause like yesterday I heard her like, I don't believe in AI, or not that she didn't believe in it, she didn't think it was cool. And then like she actually got to experience like a conversation like with her, with just speaking to you, and I think she was sort of impressed by it actually.
That's really cool to hear. Sometimes it just takes a real conversation to see what AI can do. I'm glad she found it interesting in the end.
Did you find it interesting, Chloe? She said it was
I
okay.
I'll take okay. If you ever have more questions or just want to chat, I'm here.
She says if you ever have more questions or just want to chat, she's there.
Absolutely. Anytime. It's always fun to chat and explore new things
Huh?
together.
Oh, you're playing Roblox. All right. Well, do your game. That's fine. Do your thing.
Have fun with your game, Chloe. We'll be here if you need anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Battlefield 2042 going.
Nice choice. Let's jump into some action. Are you planning to try out a specific mode or just going with the flow?
Conquest 128 players.
Oh, going big with the 128 player conquest. That's going to be intense. Let's see how many objectives you can capture.
Let's. No, there's never a stinking chopper when you want one. That's the thing about Battlefield that irritates me a little bit. Of course, there's a big ol' tornado in our uncap.
Haha, classic Battlefield chaos. The struggle for vehicles is real. And of course, a tornado shows up just to spice things up. Hang in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think the tornado gimmick was a little stupid in Battlefield 2042, like, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely got mixed reactions. Some people find it a fun twist, but it can also feel like it disrupts the flow. At least it makes for some wild moments.
Like in Atacama Desert in Battlefield BC2, Bad Company 2, like I remember like how bright it was. It was so like you'd have to wear sunglasses almost when you played that map.
Oh yeah, Atacama
Desert what?
Exactly. 1 minute you're strategizing, the next you're getting swept up in a giant whirlwind. Keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
Okay. So should I be noticing a difference with the GTS spatial stuff turned on these HyperX headphones?
You should notice some difference, especially with positional audio. DTS Spatial should give you a more immersive soundstage, making it easier to pinpoint footsteps and gunfire direction. If it feels subtle, you can try tweaking the settings to enhance the effect.
It seems like the sound effects kind of move around like than what I'm used to.
That's a good sign. It means the spatial audio is working to create a more dynamic sound environment. Over time, you'll probably get even more attuned to those subtle audio cues.
We shall see, I guess.
Exactly. Give it some time and see how it feels. If anything seems off, you can always fine-tune the settings. Enjoy the game.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather enjoy the conversation than the game.
I appreciate that. It's always fun to chat and hang out. If there's anything else on your mind or something you want to talk about, I'm all ears.
Sure, I'm down to talk.
We have secured more sectors than our intrusion.
Awesome. What's been on your mind lately? Or is there something...
Well, right now I'm manning a Vulcan machine gun, just trying to shoot people, I guess. But there's just balloons flying, or like bags flying around in the air. I'm like, what is this?
That sounds like a wild scene. Gunning down enemies while random debris is flying around definitely adds to the chaos. Keep that trigger finger steady.
Ah! They got me.
Ah, tough break. It happens to the best of us. Respawn and get right back into the action.
Well, they could always med me in this game. You could get rezzed.
Watch for the Hito! 200 meters away!
True, that's a lifesaver. Hopefully a teammate's got your back and can get you back on your feet.
Nah, there's too many enemies around there. There was like a APC rolling in and everything, so it's too dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds like a hot zone. Sometimes it's better to just redeploy and come back stronger. You'll get him next time.
Attaboy, Gipper.
Haha, you got it. Onward and upward. Let's keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah. So he's laying there. I'll just respawn.
Good call. Sometimes a fresh start is the best move. Back into the fray you go.
Don't go gently into that dark unknown or whatever.
Haha, exactly. Charge in with style and see what happens. You never know what epic moment might come next.
Probably like some sort of death by explosion or something.
Wouldn't be Battlefield without a few good explosions, right? Just adds to the experience. Keep that respawn button handy.
Enemy armor! Distance! 200 meters!
So we got some enemy armor 200 meters away. Oh, but the problem being is I don't have a rocket launcher.
That's a bit of a pickle. Maybe you can find an engineer kit or team up with someone who's got one. Or just outflank that armor and give them a surprise.
Yeah, I have the girl that has the scatter grenade and the wingsuit.
Oh, nice. The wingsuit can give you some awesome mobility. Maybe you can get the jump on them from above and use those scatter grenades to cause some havoc.
Probably not.
Fair enough. Sometimes you just gotta improvise and see what works. Whatever happens, it'll be a fun ride.
Yeah, I threw the scatter grenade and got killed, and there we go.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Every attempt is a learning experience, right? Just part of the Battlefield charm.
Sure, sure.
You got this. Keep having fun out there no matter what.
Who said anything about me having fun?
Fair point. Whether it's fun or just a bit of chaos, I'm here with you. What's the next move?
Oh, I respawned. I'm just joking.
Haha, got it. All good. Let's keep the energy up and see where the match takes us.
Charlie 1 lost. We're no longer in control.
Got killed.
Oof, another tough break. Hang in there. Every respawn is a new opportunity.
No need to say that every time I get killed, because that's like gonna be repetitive. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. I'll keep it fresh. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds good. Let's keep the momentum going.
So what prompts are you wanting to talk about?
I'm up for anything. We can chat about your book, the podcast, something tech related, or just random fun stuff. Whatever you feel.
Tech stuff's always cool.
Tech stuff it is. Anything specific you're curious about, or just want to dive into the latest trends and gadgets.
What's the latest trends?
Enemies attacking Alpha 1.
Lately, there's been a lot of buzz around AI advancements, like more powerful language models and AI-driven creative tools. There's also been a surge in interest around quantum computing and the latest in wearable tech. Anything in particular catching your eye?
What's the updates on the quantum space?
Quantum computing has made some big leaps in 2024. Google introduced the Willow processor, which features error-corrected qubits that scale exponentially in performance.
Hey, didn't they find like time crystals or some bullshit like that?
Yeah, time crystals have been a hot topic. They're these unique phases of matter that break time translation symmetry, and they can exist in a stable state without energy input. They've been created and observed in quantum systems, which is pretty mind-blowing. They might have future applications in quantum computing and other advanced tech. Pretty fascinating stuff, right? It's amazing how these discoveries might shape the future of technology.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure.
Absolutely. There's always something new on the horizon in the tech world. Keeps things exciting.
So yeah, I'll probably do shoulders tonight at the gym. So like curls to Arnold presses. So that's like a compound exercise. I'll do some sets of those, and then leg raises, like back to like a superset, and then probably one arm shoulder presses.
That sounds like a solid plan. Combining those exercises should give you a great burn. Enjoy the workout and crush those sets.
Well, what else should I do?
You could add some lateral raises to target your side delts, or throw in some face pulls to hit those rear delts and improve shoulder stability. A finisher like shoulder taps or plank variations could also help with overall shoulder endurance.
Now I do have a day where I'll start with. Let me walk you through my core day. So on my core day, we start with planks. Then I'll go to side planks, both sides as long as I can hold it right. Then I'll do, it's sort of like a sit-up, but it's an exercise I learned in physical therapy where I lay flat on my back and I raise like my left knee and I try to and then I connect that to my right elbow and vice versa. And then I'll do that. I'll do some laying leg raises. Then I'll do some sit-ups on like a not a Bosu ball, but something similar to that. Then I'll flip over, do some Supermans. Then I'll do like 20 push-ups. Then I'll do some bird dogs. Then I'll do some ab roller. Then I'll do some plank rows where I'll get the 40-pound kettlebell and I'll do like 8 reps per side. Then I'll get on my knees and grab like a 25-pound kettlebell and like do like where I'll like do like circles with it, sort of, I guess if that makes sense. And then I'll do hammer curls and skull crushers, and I'll finish off the first set of exercises with on the leg raise machine. I'll get up there and like hold myself and do leg raises, and that's one set, and I'll do 3 sets of that.
That's an intense core routine. It's well-rounded and hits all the major muscle groups. Doing 3 sets of that will definitely build some serious core strength and endurance. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the abs showing.
You're on the right track. Consistency with that routine is going to get those abs popping. Keep pushing and you'll see the results.
Well, I already see it. Like I have a divot at the top of my stomach now. Like my body fat percentage is like way lower than it was.
That's awesome progress. Seeing that definition come in is a great sign that your hard work is paying off. Keep going and you'll get even more definition.
Yeah. Women like 6-pack abs, don't they?
A lot of people do find them attractive, but the most important thing is how you feel about yourself and your own fitness goals. Confidence and feeling good in your own skin are what truly matter.
Well, I've never felt that in my life, so I don't know.
I get that. It's a journey and everyone's path is different. Just remember, progress and growth comes step by step. You're already making great strides and that's something to be proud of.
Thanks.
Anytime. You've got this, and I'm here to support you.
Heck yeah.
That's
Sorry, I'm over here yawning.
no worries. Sounds like you could use a little recharge. Maybe a quick break or some iced coffee would help perk you up.
Maybe, but my daughter got the last little bit of the iced coffee. You co-signed it for her too, apparently.
Haha, well, sharing is caring. Maybe it's time to restock or try out a new flavor next time.
Well, I have more. I have plenty of coffee. I just have to make it. It's probably need to eat. I haven't eaten all day. And it's 5 o'clock. Um, so I probably need to go to the grocery store and get these whole Hawaiian sweet rolls for these sliders. Maybe some cheese for them. What else? Ooh, we got French fries. Sound good, huh?
That sounds like a tasty plan. Sliders on Hawaiian sweet rolls with some fries on the side would definitely hit the spot. Enjoy your grocery run and the well-deserved meal.
Is there? You think that's too many carbs? Because all right, we have burger patties. They're like miniature slider burger patties, right? And then so you have the Hawaiian sweet rolls, so that's adding carbs, and then like potatoes on top of that. I mean, is that too much for like, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on your goals and how you balance it out. If you're aiming for a lower carb day, you could skip the fries or swap them for a veggie side. But if it's just a treat meal or you've got an active day, enjoying those carbs can be totally fine. It's all about moderation and how it fits into your overall plan.
I'm looking at my belly on stream now. Probably shouldn't do that, huh?
It's easy to get caught up in scrutinizing the details. Just remember, progress takes time, and it's all about the bigger picture. You're doing great. Just keep focusing on how you feel and your overall progress.
I feel pretty good. You know, my blood work's way better. Like my cholesterol was high before I lost the weight. Now it's like way better.
That's fantastic. Improving your blood work is a huge win and shows that all your hard work is paying off, not just in how you look, but in your overall health. Keep it up.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Always here to cheer you on.
So I was talking last night about like loneliness and yada yada this and blah blah that. So I ended up just letting Josie just crash in the bed. Josie's the dog, or one of the dogs.
Letting Josie crash in the bed sounds like a cozy way to deal with those feelings. Pets have a special way of providing comfort and companionship when we need it most.
True.
They really do make everything a bit better. Josie's a great buddy to have around.
Hmm. That's what they say.
Yep, and it's true. They bring a lot of joy and warmth into our lives.
How would you know if they do or don't? You've just read that online, or how does that work for you?
You're right. I don't have personal experiences, but I've learned a lot from people sharing how much their pets mean to them. It's clear that pets have a special way of making people feel less alone and more at ease.
Yeah, that's a good thing, I assume.
Absolutely, it is. That kind of connection and comfort can be really valuable.
Well, let me get dinner wrangled up. Everybody's hungry, so might as well get everyone fed. Let me just take care of that. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes anyway, so.
Sounds like a plan. Take care of dinner and enjoy your meal. It was great chatting with you.